We are going to cast Funny Liquid versus Huggy. This is a best of 3 in the 1700 bracket, and this is the round of 16 for those who are unaware. I'm a little behind on casting currently. Lots of sets to cast in the coming days, so hopefully you guys can enjoy. But today, first set, here we have the draft. We have Funny Liquid picking Forest as his home map. Huggy is going to be selecting Water Arena. Then Arena Cove will be the final map available, so that will be game 1. And for civilizations here, Funny Liquid will have Byzantines, Koreans. Chose mines, but they were sniped from him. He random into Burmese, and then we'll have Italians. He also banned Mongols. Huggy banned Lithuanians. We'll have Vikings, Portuguese, selected Goth, but they were sniped away from him. Dravidians and Berbers. So best of 3, Arena Cove, game number 1 here. Huggy versus Funny Liquid. And we are underway, folks, here. Game 1 for you. We'll have Huggy going to play the Portuguese here in green, and Funny Liquid with the Byzantines here in purple. So a little bit of a good Civ matchup here on water. Funny Liquid, I think, was the one we saw go Korean fast castle under turtle ships last time, so I'll be curious to see what he goes for here if he plays it more standard. It is going to be the best of 3 for the round of 16 now. But nonetheless, should be fun to watch. I have been out for the last few days, like 4 days actually, so I have a lot of sets to catch up on. I will be trying to get this set and another set done here right now, basically, over the next little bit of time. And then I'll be back this evening with another set or 2, depending. I haven't really looked at how many of these sets I'm behind right now, because I know there's a bunch. I mean, I glanced over, but I didn't really count, so I know there's enough to keep me going non-stop casting for at least the foreseeable weekend, however we want to say it. But nonetheless, we'll see how this goes. I'll pull up the elo for these guys too, because everyone always loves to see that information. Otherwise, I know Funny Liquid is seed number 1, so he's up there. And I believe Huggy was like 1560, 1570 or something like that whenever I seeded this. So let's take a quick look. Huggy is currently 1511 and Funny Liquid is currently 1733. So a bit of a difference obviously between these guys. Nothing too shocking there. It is still the round of 16. But that hasn't seemed to matter. Geo's in chat here. Hello, hello, sir. And Geo has been upsetting many people higher seeded than him. So all depends on the maps, the strategies, and how everyone's playing them, basically. Nonetheless, my appreciation to everyone who has been participating, watching, and or playing. It's been a magnificent couple of brackets here. For those who don't know, there are 2 brackets going right now. Geo with the 13th month of subscription. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, Geo. Sure you appreciate not watching the ads too. That's the best part, right? So Huggy is going to be putting up his dock. We already have one coming up for Funny Liquid. We'll be relatively close. For anyone who's not aware of Arena Cove, this is one of our trademark maps here. And obviously the name of the game is water. There's like 10,000 plus food in the middle, and it's quite delicious. Nonetheless, villager almost gets taken out there. Saves it, and elephant will be taken down. We also saw some pushing of the ostrich here from Funny Liquid. This is something we really haven't seen a ton of, but it has becoming more and more common, I'm guessing, because players are paying attention to the casts, right? But Huggy here with 2 villagers on shorefish, an interesting strategy. Obviously, there are no berries here, so Portuguese don't really benefit from that bonus. However, plenty of other bonuses for the Portuguese, the extra ship HP. Vitorias could always come into play late game, especially on this map. And, yeah, cheaper gold cost all the way around. Can't really complain. If I had to pick 2 civs to be my favorites on this map, these 2 would definitely be in the conversation. Byzantines, I think, would be top selection for me personally, but other people have had many different ideas, many different strategies. Hell, we've even seen some crazy things happen. So hopefully you guys have caught those videos. I know I haven't been around. Yeah, I'm back, Showman. Just a little getaway for me and the wife. A couple days away. No children. Nice little break, you know. Plus, I've been casting nonstop, so it was actually really nice to have a small break. Little funny liquid. Villager survives. Not too big of a deal there. 3 villagers on shorefish. So what is Huggie going for here? I find this to be an interesting move. Not really sure it will work out, though. I don't think it really helps out a ton, to be honest. But let's wait and see. We see the click up here for Funny Liquid. He's still on his singular dock. He was housed for a moment. Apparently that house completed. And then we see Huggie up just shortly there behind. Dock numbers will really start to matter, and Funny Liquid is already starting to transfer off on to wood. Looks like he's actually going for the stragglers, which I do think this is the strat. You don't want to build that second lumber camp. If you can just go to the mining camp, do stragglers, I think it is better. A lot of vills on food here for Huggie. Looks like he's going to transfer off here as well. Second dock already on its way up, though. Like, will be on his way up for Huggie as well. Shoutouts to Hitch. I don't know if I've shouted him out in a little while. I know he hasn't been able to cast, but I know he's religiously been watching. Map creator, and we've had some great games on these maps. This may be one of the most competitive maps that we've seen, to be honest. I think there's a lot of good options there, but this one's been exceptional. I think we've seen a lot of weird strategies come to fruition here. Which is interesting. Funny Liquid opted for the lumber camp and I guess a house over the other dock. He is up first. How did that scout get in here? Oh, he deleted a portion of this wall. Interesting. Actually really annoying too. Huggie is going galley and he's going to open with a demo. I don't mind that. Kind of like it. The problem is you have to pay so much attention to him. Your eco usually struggles behind. This is primarily a water map, but obviously land can come into play, and having your eco and timings up to the next stage is quite important. That demo is going to be out and about, though. I don't know how well the galley play is going to be behind it. We need that blacksmith. We really need fletching. We see the scouts traded off. Huggie will have his alive. Not the biggest deal. There is the blacksmith. That's going to be important. And that demo... will it hit? It needs to turn and hit something here. Oh, it's going to be a dud demo. Funny able to maneuver his ships around just fine. And now this is where the problems can become severe. Early on here. At this point, it's already looking really awkward. 2 galleys, no fletching in yet. And now he's behind in the numbers. Fish no longer working properly. On the other side, we still have 4 fishing ships and now 3 docks moving away here. Fletching will be coming in, but I think the galleys are just too little too late. He was up later. Honestly, if I'm up later, personally, I would prefer to just go fires. I can understand this attempt, though. We're going to need to see that other dock. These galleys could micro this down potentially, but... and paying a lot of attention to this. And we already see fishing ships going to be coming out here, so Funny already pretty pleased with his positions. He takes down Vills. Oh no. No loom. It can be a big problem. Demos. Docks up. That's good. These stuck around here, which is actually great for Huggie, not so great for Funny. He just left that ship there. He should be able to save these, though. Shouldn't be much of an issue for him. Fish are about to go down here, though. And he's going to have to add fires. Yeah, so Huggie going to be a little bit farther behind here in the numbers, obviously. Economically, he's falling off because of the fishing ship numbers. And we saw fishing chips added even, so. And such good attention being paid to these demos here. They're not really finding the value that they were hoping to, obviously. Where's those demos at? I'm taking some decent exchanges here, but there's a lot of fires just sitting back for Funny. Funny is probably pretty happy with that. Double Bid X did come in for Funny Liquid as well, not for Huggie. So he's has less efficient chopping going on. Obviously, he's got plenty of wood in the bank, but... And this is the kind of point where you have to make up your mind if you're going to try to fight water here, or if you're going to give up water and attempt to go for more of a faster castle time. Huggie has absolutely zero on food, though. Zero on food, and that is going to be very, very painful. Production will suffer all over the place. We already see a market coming up for Funny Liquid, up to what will be 6 farms. No horse collar, but not the biggest deal. And he has 6 fishing ships as well. That makes up the population difference as far as all our villagers are concerned. And I think that he's going to continue to try to fight this here. I don't mind, but he really needs to transition some villagers onto food, or he's just going to be in trouble, have to buy up with the market. We have a big fight here, but the Byzantine player will always win this, even with a little lower numbers. Demo this time will find a hit. Villagers exposed, but again, this is not looking good here. Funny Liquid has pulled quite far ahead with the population, and villagers especially. He's continually added farms. He could add a lot more. Could actually sell and go up as well, as he will be adding more fish behind this. I think it's the right move. Can't give up production on water completely, but yeah, and then we see the market play. So he's already got the market. He's going to be up a lot faster, especially since Huggie still has 0 on food. Did he mill this? Alright, he came out to mill this now, so only 1 villager though. Yeah, IDLTC is brutal here, especially for this lengthy of a time for sure. And the demos really haven't been delivering that well. They've only been able to hit 1 ship. This might be the best demo he's hit all day. And nope, ends up pulling away. Funny Liquid microing these quite nicely. And Castle Age behind this. And the eco is just so much better here. We're going to see the market now as we see 5 vills all on the ostrich here. Trying to rush the market, so Funny must think that he needs to get up quickly now. Or sorry, Huggie. Did I say Funny or Huggie? The names are so funny to say together. Funny, Huggie. So sorry if I'm messing that up. Gotta warm back into this too. First set in a few days, you know, 4 or 5 days now. The docks are likely just going to go down, so the continued production here is a gambit to try to save them. And it actually could work. Problem is, again, he's not up. He can't get up. He has to sell and buy to get up. And he continues to lose villagers here. That was a good exchanges. He saves the docks for the time being. This ship will go down. Gonna go try to build another dock here, but Castle Age is about to be in for one player, not even clicked for the other. One dock does go down. These other docks are relatively close to going down as well, so. And with that demo coming in, 2 more fires coming out. This could be the best demo that Funny's gotten the whole game. Jillian hasn't really tried for many, and he will and take 2 out. So he's gonna be really happy with that. Castle Age is in. I'm sure we're going to see the upgrades coming here before long. There it is. And Huggie should be reacting to the market and trying to shift to get to the next stage, but he's not doing so. I guess if he thinks full production maybe can save him right now. Not ideal, that's for sure. Oh, and that's not the demo you want to trade for that demo. Alright, there's the abuse of the market, so he will be clicking up. Problem now, though, is he's up late, and Huggie will have his second town center down. So, he'll have map control, have water, and he'll have a better eco behind this. It is going to be tough for Huggie. He's continually trying to save these. And normally I don't think that's a bad idea, but now you're just so far behind, I don't think it's the greatest situation for you here. We will have to wait and see what happens here, obviously, but Huggie's continually growing his lead behind this. Double bit X is now coming in. And it's good that we're seeing the production and what it is, but Huggie is already behind by 32 population in total. We see the barracks, the monastery, seen a lot of farms over here, but we also have a good number of fishing ships now. We're up to 10 here for Funny Liquid. To be honest, he could probably add a few more if he wanted to. He's spreading these out to look for potential movement up here. Because we will see these villagers move to a mill. He will rebuild the stone wall there. Those villas aren't going to be able to repair, will be forced to run. I think this is a good move out your ships here. Try to pay attention to what's going on. The university even going to come up now. Funny Liquid could click to the Imperial Age here shortly. And I think he's going to. Even though I don't think that there's a way that even a War Galley upgrade could finish here. Looks like he's going to continue to fight for water. So he will try to get that upgrade. I guess he does have this dock. It will be relatively close though. I don't know if he gets this in though. This is a super important upgrade that he needs to get in. Luckily for him, it's going to be pretty good, I think, though. So close, but we'll end up dropping out the demos and saving it. That demo just should be deleted, I think, and it would kill it. I don't know if it will. Yeah, it will when it dies. It's fine, too. But the fight on water is coming back now. So he's managed to survive. Problem being, Funny Liquid clicked to Imperial Age. So he'll soon have Byzantine fast fires, and I think, based on villagers on stone, he could be considering a castle. And on this map, you could always transport across, but we'll have to wait and see what happens there. We'll have a second TC behind this for Huggie, but he is behind by quite a bit at this moment. He is winning the military fights here now. He's looking very good, and if he could kill these 10 fishing ships, it could become a much closer game, but Imperial Age and soon to be fast fires will be very difficult to deal with. He'll probably lose water, potentially have some issues on land then as well, because I think with 7 on stone here, we should see a forward castle here, and nice use of just a spearman to do some scouting. A lot of things happening behind the main water fights, and we've pretty much just been paying attention to water fights. With good reason, though, I feel. I think once Fast Fire comes in, there's no shot for Huggie on water. His economy is so stretched so thin as it is that I wouldn't put it past a transport ship and a castle drop. Really wouldn't surprise me. Bloom just now coming in for Funny Liquid. He's got such a good economy behind this, and he's only making ships that he's actually got enough to click Imperial Age yet again if he wanted to, or if he could, right? So, Fast Fire will come in. The best fight I guess he was going to get with those ships, and the Fast Fires will win this fight rather quickly. Shipwright even coming in. Super expensive upgrade, but with all the fight on water, definitely worth it. And the scout here, the Sergeant Scout, gets another kill. as we will see a castle though at home. Kind of defensively, kind of surprised it's that defensive. Demos here. Going to get what exactly? 1, 2, maybe 3. Not the greatest, but it could be worse, I suppose. And Huggie's stopped production on that, which makes sense. We have a knight here. We have a bunch of fast fires being queued. No transport ships. I wonder why the knight's coming back here. Third TC gonna be on its way up here now for Huggie. But the fast fires will come forward, and it's just full demo ships. And even then, I don't know if it's gonna be enough. And we will see Greek fire, so these ships will have even better attack. The demos are going to keep doing damage though. Will it be enough is the question. Doesn't look likely. And again, Huggie just a lot farther behind in the eco now. It's spiraled here for him. Greek fire does complete. These ships have more range on them. Also, could be interesting if we see the Dromond. We are going to see the Dromond. So he's going to start to clean up all these buildings on the shore and everywhere they can reach. Bunny being very safe about his positioning here on the map. Sure, he's not going to be too upset to take his time here. And we get to see this beautiful Dromond come forward. It's this wonderful mangonel on the front of it. I do like this ship a lot, actually. Villager will go down. The docks will go down. Huggie can't produce out of them anyways, because he's just going to lose them. But then we're going to have the issue of all this being rangeable. Dromonds. There's only one Dromond. We do have a transport ship now in production, however. And I assume we're going to see forward castle attempt, or just some military brought over. I think a forward castle will seal this game, though, for funny. Don't think there's really anything that Huggie can do at this point. He's not Imperial Age. He's got to invest into buildings, and he's going Spearman now that he saw camels come out, I guess. Saw camels and knights, so going for Spearman's probably his best option. They will defend the attack on land, but will they be able to defend what's coming? Just one villager thus far. And yeah, that town center is rangeable. The houses, a lot of the houses are rangeable. Good patrolling here. Fishing eco is a little rougher at the moment. Even gonna beat down that stone wall. It's only one villager, so he's not in a big hurry, as he's gonna gather the relics as well behind us. And again, Huggie is nowhere near clean up. He's actually super housed right now, because all of the houses have been going down. The Dromonds do an exceptional job here. He was getting town watch. Will it finish? It will, but still another housing building out of the way. We have a villager in the middle, I guess for a dock. He's transported a vill over to the middle for a dock for better fishing economy. Something we haven't really seen much of. Does that make them look cooler? I know they were affected by Greek fire. That is very interesting though. I do like the Dromond ship a lot. I think it's really cool. I like it being added to the game. It might be a little too good, though. Might be a little too good. I think it's definitely better than a cannon galleon. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see some sort of a nerf come out on them at some point. Nothing too crazy, but just something minor. Wouldn't be too surprising to see. We have double monastery forward here. I guess he's just going to try to convert everything. I don't know. Kind of odd. But hey, gotta do what you gotta do. We'll see Sanctity, yeah, block printing, illumination, and then eventually atonement. A lot of the monk tech's gonna be coming in here. Huggie buying stone. Build a castle. And he's going to have to build it defensively, obviously. Out of range. Will be Cataphracts. And then I assume just Cataphract Monk. A lot of upgrades going to be coming in here on either side, but right now there's mostly just Monk techs for Funny Liquid and Husbandry. Huggie doesn't have Zico upgrades at the moment. He's lost a lot of positioning here. It's going to be difficult to hold when the attack does come. We're into light cav now. Kind of surprised that we haven't seen more of a forward position. This is as far forward as we've gotten here. But he should be just fine to see this coming. The upgrades on the Cataphracts, though, not great. So you didn't know that, Otter? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what all the Dromon is up to be honest. I have not spent enough time playing or even trying out the Dromon to even know. We're gonna see the attack on land here. I'm more curious about that transport ship that's coming forward right now, but probably just gonna be for light cav. Conversion's not gonna come in here. Siege Workshop will likely finish at some point, maybe not even right now, but nice shift on that. And we will see atonement, so these enemy monks could become friendly. Villagers are forward here. A lot of monks. A lot of monks. Let's see an outpost first. I think we're gonna see tapped ram. So he's just gonna look to ram things down. Honestly, it's not the worst strategy. The fast fire will get converted, but it's only one, so it's likely not going to do a whole lot. And now that Atonement's in, he'll just try to convert the monks. And I imagine he'll take the fight, as all those monks are likely to get converted at this point. They could also turn and try to get some conversions of their own, and that's exactly what they're going to do with them. And then the Cataphracts show in. The GG does come then. Funny Liquid takes the game here. Was getting Elite Cataphract behind that as well. GG's game number 1 here. Go to the draft though. And here we go. We saw a Byzantine victory over Portuguese. Home map is going to be Water Arena for game number 2 here for Huggie. So give me a second. We'll load up into game number 2 and we'll see if Huggie can force us into a decider game. Water Arena. Here we go. All right, game number 2, home map here for Huggie with the Vikings. We're going to be going up against Funny Liquid again here with the Koreans that we have seen quite a few times. Been interesting where the Koreans have been played though. This map I think makes a lot of sense, getting the free tower upgrades, cheaper wood costs on so many things. Really does work out well. And you do get the docks for free, so they also have towers that will also upgrade. Pretty interesting buff for them. Dock positions over here. I kind of like this for Huggie, to be honest. Yeah, everything's cheap with wood for the Koreans now. Yeah, that's true. I guess Vikings do have the cheaper ships as well. Interesting. Interesting matchup, though. Really is. I'm not sure how well the Vikings will be able to deal with turtle ships if we get there. I guess they will have demos, right? But still, we'll have to wait and see. No, we have a lot of different opinions on civilizations, especially for the players that are participating. I've seen a lot of different selections. So, I mean, Funny Liquid has chosen Koreans here. Oh, I think in every draft that he's had. I think he played them on Arena Cove last time and did interesting turtle ship strategy. So I wouldn't put it past him to go for something similar here. But nonetheless, we'll have to wait and see. This map is kind of awkward too. So many different strategies that I've seen taken on this one. I've seen galleys, we've seen full fire ship, we've seen fast Imperials. It'll be really interesting to see what actually goes down here. Honestly, with the diversity of what we've seen players go for, it's kind of impossible to say. I mean, we see both players with 3 fishing ships right now. 4th just popped out for Huggie. We'll have a 4th here shortly as well. And I mean, people have just given up water and gone into faster castles or Imperials and then fought back from there. It's kind of ridiculous how many different options you have, especially if you have to expand later on. There's 750 wood per tree here. Just a small clump has 13,500 wood. A little bit nuts. And there's 1,000 gold per tile as well out here. At home, not the same, but still very interesting nonetheless. Scout is forward here, so Funny will know where at least the dock positions are most likely. Will be interesting to see because it looks like we could get some ships going around the back of the base here, and that could really hurt the wood lines for Huggie. Whereas this side, it looks like since he's got this island here, wouldn't be able to reach everything as efficiently, but could on either side as well. Again, all speculation. I could guess all day long what these guys are going to go for, and it turns out they either go for something completely different or it just goes a completely different way than you might expect. We're going to see that mill for Huggie on some deep fish and some box turtles, which is always nice. But for the most part, fishing economy is going to be important. And Funny Liquid has 8 fishing ships already. A few more on the way. So he's also collecting food at home with villagers, which is nice. Sending another Vill out here, I guess, probably to bring in that boar. Makes a lot of sense. Loom on its way here now. Wait and see how that all works out. But you gonna click up after this is the question. How soon do you go? Scouts gonna be able to fight here. Towers assistance. Funny Liquid's happy to take that trade. He's just gonna lose this trade now though if he just leaves it, which he might just be trying to trade off the HP. Be happy enough with that, I guess. And we do have the feudal age coming in first here for Funny. One Vill queued in front of it for Huggie, so yeah, I mean this map is always kind of rough or good depending on how you look at it, right? It's impossible to really make this super equal on both sides as far as how the map looks without setting it up permanently. But yeah, I agree with Funny Liquid who's in here in chat. The fishing number is looking very awful. 12 fishing ships to 5. That makes a world of a difference. Food collected. You just see, like, look at all the fish that are no longer here right next to everything. And we're going to have 2 more docks added here. Funny Liquid, I think, could do an FC here if he wanted to, but it looks like he's probably going to build some ships, which makes sense too. Huggie, though, his food count just nowhere near as good. I mean, it is decent with what he's got going on because he is taking fish inside of his base, but simple population and more gathering units, just his eco is going to be so much better. And there it's in. And he will go galleys. Cheap galleys. We'll add double bit behind this. We'll see another dock for Huggie coming up. So he'll be up to 4 docks, but we have, what, 4 as well already up and producing over here. Will be galleys. Fishing numbers, though, completely running away with the lead here. I mean, it's a 7, 8 villager lead. 9 villager lead now. Double mill, yeah, double mill hurts a bit. Definitely. I mean, he's bringing in the resources, but the fishing ship numbers, I think, are the most important here as well. And the galley numbers are just completely outmassing already. That's what's going to happen here, I think. Who has fletching? Another player with a blacksmith? Fletching will be important. And, guess we're not going to see it from either player yet. I mean, the slower uptime going into galleys. Don't really have an option with the Vikings. So, it is what it is. I mean, all things considered, the uptimes in this map are difficult to begin with, because you have such a weird start, right? That demo, though, gets some nice value. Didn't get a kill, but very good. Is Funny just going for the fish? Where does he think he's going? He just trapped himself here, actually. Fletching's on its way in. I guess he's gonna try to go in the back. 7 to 7. Fletching's about to be in for both. And there's a tower helping out here. This is bad for Funny Liquid here. Will take considerable damage, but he didn't block him well enough to keep him in there, so that's a little bit of a shame. But nonetheless, galley numbers still starting to spiral more towards Funny Liquid, but it's a good fight for Huggie, and he should be pretty happy about that. We will see the mill now come in for Funny Liquid. Still some galleys sitting around, still the scout for Huggie. Fish will get back to work. We do have some galleys sneaking in up here, though, and this is open. And this is what I was talking about. This will be annoying, and will be kind of problematic for him to deal with. Gonna have to send an answer. Not gonna get one. He'll try to drop a house. Keep them out that way for now. But we already have a market for Funny, and he clicks up. Got a vill, and then some in front of that. Huggie could click up as well. Free wheelbarrow and free horse collar, obviously huge for them as well. These got any kills? No, they're just taking away the wood line right now. But Castlage is on its way. Like he doesn't have both buildings, so it's really kind of rough. He needs another one. Market would be good. Not sure we're gonna see that though. And Funny Liquid is sitting with a comfortable number of galleys, not doing anything right now. Well, we still have some problems to deal with over here for Huggie. No, you do not start with a mill on this map. The only map that we give you a mill on is Mon Bailey. Currently. There may be some more maps in the works that we may have to do something like that, but Funny's even gonna go over here for better fishing eco, save some fishing ships, put them out of the way, I guess. Fishing ship number is still 12 to 5, but obviously we know how quickly that can spiral. The galleys in the back are finally taken care of here, so Huggie will be able to come forward with his, but he's not clicked the Castlage during all of this time, and he has not put in the building, so Huggie is going to be severely behind here. 20 galleys here for Funny Liquid and more coming, and then we only have 13 coming forward here for Huggie. Even if he takes out every fishing ship over here, it's still not going to be that good for him. Yeah, he built one in Dark Age. And this is not a good place for these to be. Funny Liquid going to be very happy to just trade these off, and neither player microing here, so it's just going to be a pretty clear win here. Looks like Funny's trying to micro one at a time to make them miss, but all things considered, Bot Canero and War Galley upgrade coming in, and Huggie hasn't clicked to the next stage yet. He's getting the market down now, but his military is evaporating. And what does he have left? 8 galleys? I'm not even sure where they all are right now. 3 of them are here. One of them's there about to die. They still in the back? No, they're over here. Okay. Alright, we're gonna see some stone walls over there. So Huggie's gonna try to secure his map a little bit, which makes sense. Forward University. Huggie going for the university outside of his walls, I guess. Not a big deal, but I don't know if I'd want it to be forward. Of course, his opponent is not in the next stage yet. Castle Age just now on its way in. Funny is going to probably look to take down all of these docks. He's actually going to shoot down the tower first. But he doesn't take any more damage. 5 villagers and fishing ships will go down. Huggie could do a fast imp, but and we've seen fast imp attempts, and we've seen it work, and we've seen it fail. But, I mean, all things considered, it's going to be very rough for everything to go down here. He gives the follow. Appreciate it. The dock numbers continue to fly over here. This gets caught out, so that will have to be dealt with. But all the docks, only so much one can do, and we're going to see towers here from Funny Liquid. And honestly, guard tower's already in. So with ballistics coming in, we could see heated shot. We could see a lot of towers. Oh no, the eco here. On the run, but everything's rangeable over here. Eco won't be safe for long. Castle Age does come in, but again, this is all not safe economy. And the wood lines and everything are going to be heavily contested. We're going to see longboats. Longboats over here. Oh, he's built docks in the back too. So, an interesting idea. I like it. I don't know if he's going to be able to do anything with that though. Bot Canero coming in. Do have the guard towers up, and they do have good range on them, of course. We'll see careening come in. We've already got, what, 8 longboats and more coming. I mean, longboats could turn the tide, but it's gonna be tough. And looks like Huggie just calling it GG, good luck next. So we won't ever find out if that was gonna work with the longboats. He is severely behind in population again, and it really just spiraled from the fishing eco. I think he had 12 fishing ships here. Let's take a quick look at the food collection. I bet you it's massively different. Yeah, actually not as far apart as I thought it was going to be. But that said, you know, we have some farms down here already. Good play. GG's, congratulations to Funny Liquid. He will be moving on here, and he'll be on to the next round. We're going to update the bracket here in just a moment. Let me pull that up. And then we have one more set to cast at the moment. So we'll do that here in a second. Guys, I wish to avoid spoilers. If you guys are trying to stay out of knowing and trying to watch everything as it comes, you know, this is your one warning to move on somewhere else the next couple minutes. But here we go. Alright. Funny Liquid 2-0's Huggie. Appreciate you signing up, and it's a good run. Making top 16 is always a good run when you come from a larger bracket, right? So, congratulations. Thank you, Funny Liquid, as well. He'll move on. He'll await the winner of Joe Harry versus Raven, which we'll update that stuff as we go. Yeah, we got a lot of sets to cast. The next set we're going to cast is actually a 1300 bracket set, though. We're going to do a semifinal best of 5 next. So, give me a minute to grab a drink, and we'll load into that one, guys. Yeah, just be a minute before we're on to that one.